unusual for me. I've had it. Sorry, was a little bit delayed getting started. I might tell you why later. But thank you for joining me. We are going to today. We're going to be looking at the Kiwi dollar. It's Be My Tourist. Welcome, welcome, Mrs. Jew. It's Be My Tourist, and we're going to have a look at the New Zealand dollar. There it is there. Thank you for joining, Yassine. Awesome. Kia ora and welcome. I'm at home. Now, as you know, if we weren't in lockdown, I would actually be doing this in a cafe and I'd have all my money out there and I'd be a lot more comfortable, but we're at home. So here we go. And I want to try and get this finished quite quickly because I know Pablo and Peter are going live with Tutorial Tuesday shortly. And I do want to watch them today because I want to learn how to do it from my computer. So I'm a little bit better than you are, or than I am now. And yeah, so the Kiwi dollar, we have been using decimals since 1967. So we've been using it for a while. Before that, we had pounds, shilling, and pence. And nice to see you all. Fantastic. Thank you. So I'm going to quickly go through the 5 notes and the 5 coins that we have. I'm sure when you're a tourist and you visit New Zealand, you'll get a fistful of dollars as well. So it's nice to know what you're spending. So let's start. I'm going to start first of all with the little cent, the 10-cent coin. This is our smallest denomination. There it is. It has a mask on it. I hope you can see this all okay. I'm holding it with my tweezers so that you can get a good look at it. The reverse side has the Queen of England. So that's our 10-cent coin. The 20 cents is rather gorgeous. Let me just check over here on the comment side. There we go. The 20-cent coin is beautiful. London, g'day Chad, how's it going? We've done the 10 cents, we're up to the 20. This is gorgeous. This is a carved statue of Pukaki. Can you see carefully if I come in? He is holding both of his children in his arms and his wife is at his feet. So his wife was Ngāpuia. They were a very well-respected family in the late 1800s. So he's always been on the 20-cent coin or the equivalent of it. The reverse side has the Queen of England. She's on the reverse of all of our coins, so I don't need to show you all of those. So that's the 10 and the 20. Next we'll go to the 50. How's it going there, Chad? We'll go to the 50 cents next. I'm holding them with my tweezers so my fingers don't get in the way. There we go. The 50 cents, which has the Endeavour. Captain Cook sailed to New Zealand, 1769, on the Endeavour. And the reverse side, the head, has the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth. Oh, you'd like an? Oh, I've got a really good one to show you. Let me finish and then I'll show you a special coin that we have, the $1 coin. So about 5 years ago, maybe, we stopped using a $2 note and a $5 note. So now we have coins and the $1. Sorry, no, we stopped using the $1 and the $2 note. We still have the $5. There we go. This one has a kiwi on it, the flightless bird, the symbol of New Zealand. Tutankhamun, welcome. Faskai, you're loving them? Good. Yeah. So our notes are really, really interesting. A lot of people think it looks like play money. I suppose that's why we spend it all the time. Dollar, fantastic. We're up to the dollar coin. And of course, on the reverse side is the Queen of England. So it is it's a little bit smaller than the 50 cents. Interesting, each of our coins has a, let me see if I can show it to you. The edge of it is different. So each of them is, each of them is different. So this enables people that are blind or vision impaired, they can feel the rim of the coin. Oh, you're seeing, yeah. They steal the rim of the coin and they know what denomination it is. Hey, Donna and Gracie, awesome. Titanium. They are not, I don't know what they're made from. Silver, nickel, some sort of metal. But that's really interesting. So this one, the dollar coin, there's a special name for each of these edges. So this one is smooth, and then it has some ridges around here. And the 50-cent coin is just smooth all the way around. The 10-cent has some little ridges in it. And the 20-cent, yeah, has a different design. They're a little bit closer to each other. Now we go on to our biggest coin, which is the $2 coin. And this has the twisting my arm around. Oops. This is where we go. This has the white heron, the kotuku. So this is the rare white heron that we see in the South Island, yeah, sometimes. So he's on our $2 coin. Thank you, Dean. Fantastic. Nice to see you. I have to tell you a funny story. I did start this on time, and I was going through all of it, and then suddenly I saw the go live button. So I had to start all over again. I'm just not used to broadcasting from my computer. Chocolate. Edinburgh, Aaron, fantastic. So that's the $2 coin. I need to watch this tutorial coming up in a minute to find out how to do it, because I also, yeah, this is working okay, I think, but I also did do some photos so that I could show you up close. But I think this is working better than the photos, because I can actually show you, turn it and show you the details. Super heart, thank you, Aaron, fantastic. So this one, the $2 coin, the ridges, the little lines are going all the way around, so people are not going to get mistaken with it. So we have, yeah, 5 coins. Every now and then we have a special mint. So this was a special, maybe 50,000 coins are produced. It still has the Queen on the back. Thank you so much, Donna. Yes, coffee. Oh, thank you. Awesome. So that's the heads. So on the tails we have titanium. Okay, yeah. I did read what they were made of, but I'm sorry, it's some sort of nickel. So here we go. On the reverse side, on the tails, we have a poppy. So this coin was minted in 2018. It is legal tender for 50 cents, and it was distributed. So these are like collector's items, and I have 2 of these. So these were done for Anzac Day in 2018. See the gorgeous red poppy there? 2018, to commemorate Armistice Day. I think it was 100 years since Armistice Day. So I've got 2 of these, so that was lucky. So when you got them at the supermarket, yeah, it's gorgeous, Donna, really, really beautiful. When you got them at the supermarket or somewhere, you quickly pocketed them because they're not many, but they're not, they're just collector's items. They don't actually increase in value. So, and they do have the silver fern on either side of them. Haha, my own coin. Yes, yeah, my poppy coin. Brilliant. Okay, so that's the coins done. Now we're going to move on to the notes. Let me just arrange them. 15, 20. I love these notes. They are beautiful. And I'm just going to show them to you like this. So that's the back side. We're going to have a look at each of them. And the front side is like this. So each one has a gorgeous bird. 5, 10, 20, 50, 100. Yes, that's right, Chad. Yeah, that's right. They came from the first Maori arrived in their waka, their canoes, in about 1250. Coupe arrived 300 years earlier than that. So, anyway, let's start with the $5 note. Your dollar's a coin? Yes. Yeah, so is ours. Yeah. Let's start with the $5 note. This is as far as I got. Looks like this money is printed in Canada. Yeah, it's printed in Canada, which is amazing. The paper or it's plastic, so you cannot rip it. You could cut it, but you cannot rip it. And it's lovely to get a nice flat one. You know, a lot of people fold their money up into little bits like this. I don't know why. I think a lot of first-time travelers really look after their money and try and count it. They don't want, so they fold it up into little squares and stash it. And it's so annoying when you get something like this has been folded because it's difficult to get the creases out of it. Okay, the $5 note. We're going to go with the face of the note first, the one that's got the person on it. And then we're going to turn over to the back. G'day, London Swiftbeats. Nice to see you. $5. This has Sir Edmund Hillary, probably our most famous New Zealander, climbed Mount Everest in 1953, and he died maybe about, I don't know, 15, 20 years ago. Much loved by the people, and he was a terrific philanthropist as well, invested a lot of money in Nepal and went back to Everest several times, did a lot for the people in that area, set up schools, took his family back there. He was gave a lot back to the community. And he climbed Mount Everest. Oh yeah, Polyra, that's what it's called. Yeah, yeah. The mountain there that's depicted is Rocky Mount Cook, New Zealand's highest mountain, South Island. He's pretty handsome. Yeah, he is, Donna. He's pretty gorgeous. Yeah, rough and tough Kiwi blokes usually. Looking like, because a lot of time spent outdoors. A lot of people comment to me when they're visiting that New Zealand people in general look quite weather beaten because of our sun and our wind and our rain and everything. So that is, yep, that's him. There is a window, you can see there, a clear window, so it has a holographic image in it. It has the map of New Zealand, some silver ferns, it's got a bird. It says $5. It's got a sort of like a little puzzle in it to prevent counterfeit. Hunky. Yeah, so you can actually see through that. And of course, people checking for counterfeit money hold it up to the light to just double check that everything is there. The other side has this is the $5 note. So this has the hoi ho, or the yellow-eyed penguin. Where is he? There he is. So he is an endangered, he's the largest of it's only in the South Island. I think he's the largest of our on-land penguins. And also there I think we have the mountain daisy. Yes, we've got the mountain daisy as well. Aotearoa, New Zealand. The back above Araki, it says the Reserve Bank of New Zealand, Te Putia Matia, who is that means the head of the Bank of New Zealand. $5, done and dusted. And of course it does have every number has its own special number. Own special number. $10. Whoa, we're getting up there now. So thank you for joining Be My Tourist. This is the second time we've done it from home, and this is because we're in lockdown, and which means we can go out for exercise and walk. So I did take you for a walk this morning. Okay, the $10 note. This is a very important note, we have Kate Shepherd, and she was one of the suffragettes here. She campaigned for women to get the vote. So women in New Zealand received the vote in 1803, And we were the first country in the world for women to be able to vote. So you can see there's a white camellia there. Members of Parliament were given a white camellia if they supported Kate Sheppard and the suffragettes. Yeah, the holograms are good, aren't they? Yeah. And they wore a red one if they didn't support them. Anyway, we got the vote and we're still voting today. And Monday is International Women's Day. So I will be taking you to see a little bit more of Kate Sheppard and the suffragettes on next week. So what else do we have? Oh, yes. So we've got, yeah, the holograms are great, aren't they? They're really, really fantastic. Oh, you can see me through it. It's much better. So the back side, we have the Theo, or the little, this is a very small duck. He's a blue duck, and you can see him there with his babies. They're quite rare now. I'm not sure how many they estimate in the wild, but they live and swim in the very fast-moving rivers of the South Island of New Zealand. So that's a little Theo there. W-H-I-O, Theo. What else have we got there? It looks like, what's that red flower? Oh, not sure what that flower is. I didn't check that beforehand. I've just noticed it actually. Might be a pahuta. No, I don't think it's a pahutakawa. I don't know. But we do have a fern there between the Theo and that red flower. And there is a silver fern in the hologram. Cool. Moving on to the $20. It's green. And we have Queen Elizabeth. This is the only note that Queen Elizabeth actually appears on. And she is there along with the beehive. So this is the government building in Wellington, very famous because it is in the shape of a beehive, and that's where our Prime Minister and the Parliament is held whenever they're in session, and the old Parliament buildings are there as well. So there we go, Queen Elizabeth. The back side of it is amazing. This is really, really gorgeous. It has the Karere. So the Karere is the falcon. So as you're noticing, each of these notes has a bird on it. Impossible to get our money confused. The women were so brave. They were amazing. Yeah, they were. They were very, very strong women, real pioneers. So that's the Karere. The falcon, he's also in the South Island of New Zealand. Actually, I think that's the mountain daisy. I'm getting confused. What was I saying? I think the $5 was the mountain daisy. Oh, yes, but it is. Both of them have got the mountain daisy on it. There we go, green. This note is legal tender for $20. So before we changed over to decimal currency, we were in pounds, shillings, and pence. And on the eve of whatever date it was, say it was the 25th of May, I'm not sure, they shipped all of this decimal currency out all around New Zealand, and it went by plane, it went by truck, it went by train, and it went by ship, and it went out. And overnight, all the currency changed. They didn't lose 1 cent. So quite interesting, really, the way how we make a change and everybody just goes with it. Of course, when it was pounds, shillings, and pence, everybody had to do fractions and try. I don't know. I suppose you just grew up with how it was, and you didn't really take too much notice. So next we have a $50 note. This is actually my favorite note. So we're going to look at the $50 note, but we're going to come back to it at the end because I want to tell you about it. So on this side, the head side, we have Sir Aparananata, and he was a very famous New Zealander, a very famous Maori. He was the first, I think he was the first Maori to enter Parliament. I should have done a little bit more research on him. But Sir Aparananata, he was an amazing, amazing man. And there he is with the wharenui, the large meeting house behind him. Also on that side, what have we got there? Yeah, so Sir Aparananata. There's a little ball there. I'm not sure what that is. Just, yeah, I don't know. It's got some red and blue lines on it, so I'm not sure what that is. Then on the reverse side, this is what's most interesting. We have the kokako, the bird, and we have a blue mushroom. So this note really does tell a story. And I want to come back and just tell you that little story after we have a look at the next note. But the kokako is beautiful, a gorgeous bird. 70 years. Wow. Yeah, it's a gorgeous bird. And we also have one of our coffee brands here in New Zealand is the kokako. And I think this is one of 3 blue mushrooms in the world. I think there's one in India, and I'm not sure where the other one is. Anyway, I'm going to come back to the $50, my favorite note. The next one is the 100, the biggie. This is the biggie. This is Sir Ernest Rutherford. He's probably the most famous New Zealander, but the one that we know the least about. He was a famous scientist. And I did look him up so that I could give you some information. I've written it here. So Sir Ernest Rutherford was born in 1871 and died in 1937. He left New Zealand in 1893 after getting 3 degrees at the University of New Zealand. He went to Cambridge University and then to McGill University in Canada. So, and he's most famous for converting nitrogen to oxygen, which means that he split the atom. So, and he also invented, I'm reading this off my notes, the original smoke detector when he was at McGill University in Canada. So Rutherford, when he went back to Cambridge, or no, maybe it was at McGill, I can't remember where he was when he did it, his assistant was somebody called Geiger. And together, Rutherford and Geiger invented the Geiger counter. So he had a lot to do with nuclear physics, yeah. And he's on our largest note because he demands the most mana, the most respect. He's also been on 11 postage stamps around the world, so that's how well respected he is around the world as well. But he died in 1937. So that's Sir Ernest Rutherford. quite a cool story about him, I think. And there is okay, so now I'm getting it. You can see, sorry. So there's a coin, but beside it are those same lines, and that actually says 100. So when we have a look at the 50, I'm sure those same lines are going to say 50. Yeah, yes, he was amazing. And he actually married a New Zealander. He married his landlady's daughter when he was at university here in New Zealand. And I think he had 4 children. Yes, handsome, wasn't he? The back side of it, we have the little mohua, this is a really small bird, again in the South Island of New Zealand. I don't know what you call these sort of birds, but yeah, just a really, really tiny bird collecting insects. So what else is there? Oh, the moth. This is the Pururi moth. Wow, the hua. Wow, he's amazing. He's amazing. He's a giant moth. And yeah, so there's, and again, we've got that nice big hologram in the window. It says 100, 100, 100. It's got a thumbprint, the silver fern, the map of New Zealand, it says 100, and it's got some other designs in the bottom of it as well. So we're almost finished. We'll be able to pop over to the boys for their tutorial in a minute, but I just wanted to finish. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for letting me introduce the Kiwi dollar to you. I don't know, I've probably got lots of other things I could tell you, but we are on, mint number 7 or print number 7. So since we've had decimal coinage, decimal currency, this is the 7th time that the notes and coins have been reprinted. Craig, way late, but okay, we're just getting back to Sir Aparananata, the $50 note, and $50 to you, Craig. And I just want to tell you this. This is the only note that we have that tells a story. So, whoops. So this is the kokaku. As you can see, he has a blue neck and he has a couple of blue feathers at his throat. They have a special name, those things, but I'm not sure what that name is. He's a beautiful bird. We have a brand of coffee named after him. So he's usually depicted as being black, white, and blue. He has an amazing singing voice. It's very, he doesn't sing a song. He sort of like just does noises, sort of squawks. It's very identifiable. But also alongside him is the blue mushroom. So this is called the wiri kokaku. Wiri kokaku. We don't know whether they're poisonous or not. And I don't know why, because they have been tested. I don't think they're edible. They may be. I don't know if they're hallucinogenic. Yeah, I've tried to find something out about them, but they're gorgeous. They're this bright blue colour, and they're grow in the forests of the South Island. Abandoned mask, yeah. Yeah. Where's 51 there? Cool. So the story goes that the blue mushroom, the kokaku, rubbed his neck onto the mushrooms and turned it blue. And that is the story of how it got its name, the wiri kokaku. So it's named after the bird, and yeah, that is it. That is it. So I love this note the best. I think I love it because it's purple and it's blue and it does have a little story, and it has Sir Aparananata on the reverse side of it. So that's it. So everybody, I'm going to just put these back into their right order, and then I'm going to say farewell. And yeah, look, even that $50 note, it's really beautiful the way that is there. The designs are very, very special. It's not play money. This is our real money that we go out and we spend every day. And of course, we spend less and less of it now because we are all using, our phones, online banking. It's everywhere. We're doing everything else. So this is probably all going to become collector's items one of these days. So there we go. We have got the bumps for blind people. Yes, I was showing them on the coin. Each coin has a different texture on the side of it. Yeah. So everybody, thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to pop over and watch the boys' tutorial and see how I can do this a whole lot better, because I much prefer going out with my phone. I'm a tour guide. I'm not used to sitting around entertaining people like this. So I'm going to finish. Thank you so much for joining me. Really, really awesome. And yeah, thank you so much. That's really fantastic. There we go. And I need to look up a few more details because we just spend this money without even thinking about what it is. So it's nice to have a look up close at it. Thanks, everybody. Kia ora, ka kite, and catch you all later. Thank you. Bye for now.